media, because I feel like it's just a good refresher for everybody, and it's always changing.
Before we get into it, I just wanted to shout out, if you guys didn't see, hang on a second. There's so many things pulled up right now. All right, I'm going to shout out Shelby. Month 1 success starter. Super proud of you. Guys, I try to put in the description what a success starter is, because I know we do have new coaches. And just long story short, basically it's a recognition program through Beachbody that recognizes brand new coaches within their first 3 months. So if you hit Success Club, your first, 3 consecutive months, you get recognized. So Shelby will actually get to take part in a webinar with one of the top 10 coaches from last year for hitting month 1. So it is definitely something that you guys want to strive for if you are new. Allie, well, I'll let Shelby shout her baby coach out. But it's a pretty cool thing. If you hit all 3 months, you get your free ticket to Summit, which is the big event you probably saw most of us in back in July in Indianapolis. So super fun. So yeah, that's definitely something you want to encourage any of your new coaches that you enroll to tackle when they first get started. I think it's a great thing. So I shared our Inspire Empire Leader board for August already, but I wanted to let Shelby share something before we get in, because she's got a special shout out as well. Can you share, Shelbs? There you go.
Aww.
I can't hear you.
She's muted.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. Right.
Okay. I just wanted to shout out my girl Allie. She, I shouted her a couple weeks for hitting Emerald, but also wanted to shout her out for hitting Success Club for her first month. Also, she's also a success starter. We'll also get to participate in the webinar, and she's going to be earning her free ticket to Summit, because she's going to be hitting Success Club this month and next month and all the months. So we're going to be in New Orleans together next year.
Yay! That's so exciting.
This is my little Mess to Mission leaderboard that I made.
I love it. So
Awesome
cute.
And Diamond's coming. That'll change from Emerald to Diamond.
Yeah,
Oh.
I know. It's coming. It's coming. We have a whole plan.
I'm excited.
We're gonna do it this month.
I love it. That's awesome. I'll do my shout outs real quick before we dive in. I don't have any fancy graphics because my life has been interesting the past 4 days, but I wanted to shout out, it was Jax, Katie Hess, and Stephanie Reese for getting Success Club points last month. Steph closed out the month with the highest points at 8 points. She changed 4 lives. She also advanced to Emerald, and she is also a month 1 success starter, so she's going to be on that call with you guys, and she's a third of the way to her free Summit ticket too. So we've got a bunch of rock stars.
I know, right?
So proud of you guys.
I love it. It's awesome. All right. My computer is frozen here. Okay. So yeah, something else I wanted to share with you guys. I was going to open up a coach mentorship for new coaches. And then it got me thinking, I wanted to extend the invite to any coaches that may have been doing this as just kind of like a hobby, a part-time thing, whatever you want to call it. Maybe wanting a second chance at it, or more one-on-one time with me and learning more about the business piece of it, besides just inviting to challenge groups and things like that. So I haven't made it, I guess, known yet, but I have an application that I will be asking people to complete. and I'll be taking them into consideration when it comes to this mentorship. The mentorship will be taken pretty seriously, and it's going to be a month-long thing where you'll be getting different types of trainings and such. So stay tuned for that. But I just wanted to kind of share that to you guys.
Awesome. So exciting. And Kay's got her business builder page going up. I'm working on mine. I'm just setting some stuff up for it as far as what the qualifications are going to be and the expectations and all of that. But I'm really excited. And Kayla and I talked a little bit today, and we're talking more on Monday about ways that we can improve and refine this group as well for you guys. Make sure you're getting the tools that you need to be and feel successful without maybe feeling like overwhelmed. I do think that I was actually, Lucy's on this call. I was just telling her we had a one-on-one right before I hopped on here. And I think it's incredible the amount of information that we have, but it's very easy to feel overwhelmed when you're just trying to get your wheels turning. So we're excited to bring some changes here for you.
All right. Well, guys, what when it comes to social media and like do you even know what we're talking about when we're talking about like a brand? Like what does a brand mean to you guys? When you think of a brand, what do you think of? And you guys can unmute yourselves if you want to speak up.
Like they all need to resemble each other some sort. Like, I don't know, maybe the edit or like I bought the one that Shelby recommended the other day. I still need to figure out how to really work it.
The preset.
But yeah, it's a preset.
Yeah.
But today Shelby and I actually met. Well, it was like a brief on my lunch in my car, and we talked about social media. And I decided, like, I went through my account. A, I'm going to make it public, but B, I went and just because I'm weird about that kind of stuff. So like I took off the locations of all my pictures just because. But then I went and cleaned up my Instagram, like old posts that I don't want, went and erased that. So I'm trying to get it a little more appealing to the eye.
That's awesome. It does make it. Well, Shelby wants to say something. Go ahead. I see you're leaning in.
Yeah. I just wanted to say, I think that's great. I will say though, like, I don't tag specific locations of where I'm at, but it will get you more exposure if you just tag like cities.
Okay.
So like you're close enough to Nashville that I would just tag myself in Nashville.
Okay.
You know, like you don't have to say Pleasant View.
Right.
Or anything like that. But if anybody's like searching for Nashville on Instagram, if you're tagged in Nashville, it'll show up on that. So that will give you more exposure. But I'm weird about that too. Like one time I accidentally tagged myself at my kid's school.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I shouldn't have done that. Like, I don't want people to know where my kids go to school. So like I took it down. So I don't get specific like that, but I do tag, you should tag like a big city. And sometimes I tag myself in cities that I'm not even in.
Oh yeah, no, totally.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's all I wanted to throw in about the location. I don't like it. Like, I don't want to be like too specific where somebody could find me.
Yeah.
But you know, that is a way to be exposed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's because like I did something, my post today, I tagged myself where I actually was on that photo. It was from our Success Club trip, and I was in Labadee, or whatever you want to call it. I was in Fake Haiti, is what they called it on the boat. It was a comedian that called it Fake Haiti. But no, I was there, and so that way anyone who tags in, it's like Royal Caribbean's private destination, they'll see that photo. So I totally agree, and I respect your feelings about that too, Allie, because I definitely don't want to tag in at every little place. I wouldn't tag in my kid's school. I get that too. So, but it does help with exposure. And in fact, in your stories, this has nothing to do with your social media feed, but if you tag a location in your stories, it can, like I tagged, where did I tag? Like Knoxville, Tennessee today. Just like I made it really small and hid it behind like a sticker I put in there. Nobody sees it, but someone in Knoxville may see it. So it's just a way for you guys to kind of get out there, because you don't have to be local to be doing this, you know, or doing this with each other. Yeah, definitely, Courtney. Tagging places you shop or the things you're wearing, that makes a huge difference. Like if you're not doing that now, do it every single time. I don't care if you bought it from Amazon or whatever, Walmart. Yes.
What I do every time.
There you go. That's cute.
Yeah.
But what it does is, let's see, Loopy has a lot of people. Let me go back here. There is a method to my madness here, is that I know that when I, you know, talking about like the clothes and stuff, whenever I find an Instagram shop, I want to go through their tagged pictures to see what this stuff actually looks like on people. Or if it's stuff like I got this thing from Amazon because it's supposed to be a dress. Before I went to Summit, I think, and it was like the ultimate Amazon fail, and like that's what I want to avoid. So I always go through these tagged pictures. But now that I posted earlier and I tagged the place where I got my tank top from, and now if somebody were to go to the tagged pictures of that store, I'm right there. And so if they were to see, you know, go through this and be like, well, I like her tank top. And then all of a sudden they're scrolling and, you know, oh, I like her caption. And then all of a sudden they're on my page. And, you know, it's just, you know, little stuff like that that's increasing my exposure. Maybe somebody will see it or maybe they won't, but whatever, you know.
Also, too, if you buy something from like a small shop, like especially online boutiques, and you post it on your feed and tag them and mention them in their comment, sometimes they'll reshare it. Like, so it's not just on their tagged pictures. That's happened to me, and that's happened to Kayla from that hippie runner shirt place where we get those like funny tank tops that we wear sometimes. They like shared both of our pictures on their actual feed. So that's kind of cool. Makes you feel famous a little, like you got your 15 minutes fame.
Well, I want a giveaway from a small boutique. Actually, I found them through Miriam. Where'd she go? There she is. I tag them like, and every photo I've worn of theirs, it's mostly jewelry, but I won $20, like a $20 credit to use at their shop because like they were grateful I shared what they're about. It's somewhere in Utah and I'm in Tennessee. Like, I'm just giving them exposure. So we want people to do the same. If they're loving our products and loving our programs, like share that, you know, I'm your coach, and, you know, let the other people see, like, you know, those types of things. So it's the same thing.
Amanda asked, how do you actually tag the picture? So for tags, like what I was showing for my that I posted earlier, when you're going to create your post where you're typing in your caption and all of that too, it gives you the option to tag people, and you can just like type in, you know, on this one I tagged my phone case, where I got my phone case from, my tank top, my leggings, and my shoes. You can just find their Instagram accounts. It'll pop up.
Oh, and like with Target, like that you have, like when you type in Target, it's Target style, Target does it again. Like all of the, like I tag all of them because you'll be popped up in all of them. Like just, you know, just a heads up on that too. But it does make a difference. But yeah, going back to the brand thing, it's like who you are as a page, really, you know, like what makes you you, and what does your page have to provide to your followers and, you know, people that watch you daily. I had a thought, but I don't know where it went. I don't know where it went.
Was it like your 5 things? Was that your thought?
Maybe, no. It was a way that we used to train it at credit union I worked at about your brand. It was more than just, I don't know. I lost it. It'll come back to me. Go ahead, Brittany.
I will say, wow, Kayla, thanks. Oh my gosh, I really hope I didn't just lose what was in my head too. Oh my God, what a shit show.
Have that effect on people.
Hold on. it's coming back to me. Oh, part of creating a brand for yourself too, outside of just the things that make you you, is also finding things, that apply to you because they're genuine, but also provide something for your followers. You're giving them a reason to come back to your page. And I feel like one thing that I struggled with a lot when I was a new coach was that I had social media before and I really didn't post very often, actually, like maybe once a month. But it's like I announced that I was a coach and then all of a sudden I felt like all I could do was post sweaty selfies. Yeah. And while that's awesome and that is part of my brand and it is something that I post on my social media so people know that I have something to offer, like people aren't going to come back to my page all the time just to make sure that I got my workout in, because half the time they're not even getting their workout in. So why are they going to check in on me? So it's creating content that's going to give back to the people that are following you, like stuff like tagging where your outfits are from, or for me, I love memes. Like I look at memes all day long. And so that's part of my feed too. Health and, healthy meals, quick healthy meals because I hate to cook. Just little stuff like that, things that I can give back while I'm also adding to my content.
I want to talk about the meme thing too. Because the quotes, guys, the thing with like Brittany is when she posts one, it's like the same one over, not the same verbiage, but it's the white background with the black writing. And so if you, like what I would do, like I haven't posted one in a super long time, but when I would do it, I would do the same thing. I would have a white background, black writing, but I would recreate the funny things I saw on Instagram and take that hideous purple background with yellow writing, and make it my own. So that way, at least my feed was cohesive if I was posting that type of thing. So, and that's what Brittany does. Like that way, if you see it, you're like, okay, there's some cohesiveness here. Like, okay, meme, picture, me. Like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? So,
but like you can see where it tiles down here. It's creating a scroll. I have something to share on this afterwards, but you can see there is a method to my meme.
Go ahead and share it while you're talking about it.
Okay. Well, I'm going to post this in the group too, but, hold on, let me find it. It's here somewhere. Okay. Sure. Share. Can you guys see this?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Can you see it if I go like that?
Yeah. I mean, I can see the writing.
Huh?
I said I can see the writing and everything.
Like, can you see the PDF?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So this is from 2018, so it's a little bit outdated as far as the hashtags, recommendations, and stuff. So I would pay more attention to what it's talking about the feed. But it talks about building a cohesive brand and feed, especially for people that are new to Instagram or that are looking to refine their Instagram. And it gives you a couple simple steps. This is something that I found maybe 2 months after I started coaching, and I've implemented tools from this into my Instagram feed ever since. So, the first part is talking about choosing a style, a lot like what Allie was talking about with the preset. You've heard Kayla and me and probably a million other coaches talk about presets before. There are tons of free ones. There are ones that are $3. There are ones that are $45. Do whatever floats your boat. But what it is going to do is it's going to provide a cohesive look to your feed and ultimately a style. So something like a preset would be really helpful for you. And it gives you, ideas on here to find an account that you love and write down takeaways that you have from that and go from there. It also talks about doing something like if you wanted to, a grid layout. And there's examples here, like working in squares or working in tiles. I do this, let's see, it's on the next page here, this follow the line one. That's what I do. The way that I tile my memes, if somebody were to, just start flipping through the memes that I have in there, they're going to keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. And eventually, you know, at some point, I'm sure that they're going to be attracted to my page if they've been on there for 20 minutes reading memes. There's also, you know, more complicated stuff like this rainbow feed and all of that. Doing something like these white borders. Again, it's whatever you like. And then it talks on here about choosing a color palette, having 3 to 5 colors and sticking to them. For me, that's part of what goes into the preset that I decided to use. Right now, I'm using a really bright preset, and it's very heavy. Like pinks and blues and whites are very saturated on there. So a lot of the stuff that I'll use or post in my feed has those same looks. I also have gray, I think, in there a lot. But choosing a color palette and going from there, it talks about, you know, the background of your photos, you know, because that is important. As far as the look, you know, because I could be wearing like a really cute outfit, but if the background's a hot mess, then like it's just going to throw off the whole picture. And then it ultimately talks about, you know, what should you post about? What's your account known for? What do you love to post about? And what's your specialty? What do you have to offer people? And even in here, this has nothing to do with Beachbody, but it talks about having the 5 things that you love and always posting about these things. Like there is a reason that Kayla and I try to drill this into you guys, is because it's the stuff that works, from Beachbody coaches to bloggers to celebrities. Well, the celebrities that care what their feed looks like. Look at Khloe Kardashian's feed. Her feed is like gorgeous. But it has a theme to it. And then ultimately it ends up talking about this preview app, which is optional from you. It's just what the people that created this guide. But I hope that you guys find this helpful. It was helpful to me because I kept hearing people talk about, you know, cohesiveness and all of this stuff. And I was like, okay, I want to do that, but I don't even know where to start. Like, I don't even know what to do with my hands. And this was helpful for me to at least get my wheels on the ground. And then I got to take it in my own direction. And yes, Amanda, I'll put it in the group for you guys.
Awesome.
We can't hear you, Allie. You're muted.
Boo.
Hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. You know how on Instagram you can have highlights at the top of your page from like things you post in your story? Okay, so like people who have beautiful Instagrams, like exactly what you're talking about, have basically, it's a picture with a symbol on it and they all match, like the highlights.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you get those? Where do you find those?
You can get those on Story Art or on Canva.
Story Art.
Yeah, Story Art, Canva, Pinterest has loads of them. Or I can show you.
What do you search? I know that sounds stupid, but I've literally tried and like it just brings like
Instagram highlight covers.
Yeah, like those Story Art and Canva are apps.
And this is mine too.
Yeah.
If you don't want to use symbols, it can be colors. Like that's what I did for mine the other day.
Because mine's just like one of the stories that I posted.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, fun fact, I will share with you guys. A lot of people think that they have to choose their highlight cover based off of something that they've posted their stories. So they'll like go through and post all their highlight covers in their Instagram stories, and it's just a bunch of crap for people to click through. If you create the highlight and go to it and like click the edit highlight button, it gives you the option to upload a highlight cover there, so you don't have to like bog down your story with a million different highlight covers. If that makes sense. It'll make more sense once you try to do it, but just never like reach out if you need help. But
thank you.
These are good questions.
Yeah.
How do you change like the description at the top of your page is in a different font? How do you change that?
I just Googled Instagram fonts.
Yeah.
And I typed in whatever I wanted and then I copied and pasted it.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
That's my big
Google
trick.
is your best friend. I'm telling you. It's awesome.
Yeah.
And there's an app too. I think it's Instagram fonts or whatever, where people are using that to like make their captions stand out a little bit more too. I've downloaded it. I just haven't messed with it. there's literally an app for everything. Seriously. But I know for me, like I going back to the highlights, like if you're posting your workouts, I know like with me, I do like certain moves and it's like moves of the day or whatever. So that could be something that you share. That way people could go back. That's a way for you to provide value to your peeps because you're sharing the few moves from your workout. You're not giving them all the whole workout, but it's like, here's a little bit of something, try it out. You'll eventually want to do this with me, you know, but moves like food. What else, Britt?
Yeah. Steph and Steph had asked, you know, are there certain highlights you recommend? I think it's whatever applies to you. I think it's different for everybody, but the options that Kayla gave would be great. I also have, like, I'm just reading through mine. I have a move of the day. I have one that talks about my story. I have eats on there, which is like really simple shit because that's just the story of my life. I also have a highlight about NBR extensions and beauty things. And then there's this one that's on there at the retreat in Santa Monica last year. We did like this gift exchange and I got this packet of, they're called Love Thoughts. And I shared one like every single day for a month and I love them. I still go through them. But I posted them all each day. I posted one each day and put it all in a highlight. So I have those on there too. So. Let me see. I was reading Courtney's question. I just want to see what app I use. I don't remember.
Do you use Cleaner or Unfollow? There's like some people use Unfollow, some people use Cleaner.
Okay, I use Unfollow, but Instagram has guidelines to basically keep, they're really trying to cut down on third-party sources when it comes to like increasing your follower count. So I think it is a maximum of 200 actions per day. Correct me if I'm wrong. So if you like unfollow more than 200 people or follow more than 200 people or send the same message to more than 200 people or whatever, it will like basically like flag your account and put you in Instagram jail and unlock it after 24 hours. So if that happens to any of you guys, just don't try to do anything else because it kind of like furthers the issue. And that's how you see people posting in the Coach family page. They're like, I've been locked out for 2 weeks and I just keep trying to follow and unfollow people. Stop.
I told some of my girls the other day that I manually unfollow people. And I know that may seem like a lot of work, but when I do it, I click on them before I completely unfollow, and it gives me an opportunity to like show them some love again, like as a one more, hey, I'm here. You want to start following me now type of thing. And I've had a couple people follow me back. So when I stopped using 21 Social, that was like they were following, I was paying them to follow people for me and stuff and grow my following. I just stopped using apps.
Yeah.
So.
How long are you guys giving people to follow you back before you unfollow them?
Shelby, you want to share?
When I follow new people, I engage the shit out of them for a week. And if they haven't followed me back in a week, I unfollow them.
Okay.
Like so like I'll follow them. I'll do a 5-3-1 on them. And then anything else they post for a week, I comment and like it. And then I watch their stories and, you know, like if they do any, you know, I'll like reply to their stories. I engage them as much as I can for a week. If they don't follow me back, I unfollow them.
And what I do, I type their names in my notes section on my phone. So when I go to do my like engaging part of my day, I can copy and paste their Instagram handles into Instagram. It's a little easier, so I don't write them down, but that's kind of a little hack.
I have followed so many people over the last couple of weeks that I'm losing track of who I actually need to follow back up with.
Yeah. We try, I know some of my girls, we try to only follow like maybe 20 10 to 20 a day. So it's not super overwhelming when you're going to engage with them. So yeah.
I am not really that organized with it, and I wish that I was more, but I'm not. So like I have been better about 531ing people recently. Well, like over August, that was something that I was focused on doing a couple times a week. Just because I don't use something like 21 Social anymore, and I haven't for a while, and it's no surprise that like I wasn't putting in the work to increase my following, so it's staying around the same. But pretty much what I'll do is like once a week, I'll just start going through, people, and yeah, like Shelby said, and honestly, if they aren't on Instagram more than once a week, they are not likely to interact with your posts a lot anyway. So yeah, I think a week is a good time frame to kind of like cut it off. But I like that Kayla is doing it manually and showing some love before she hits the button, before she rings the bell.
I was like, you know what? I'm going to give this a try. I'm going to let them have another shot. Because I don't know when I followed this. It could have been when I was still using 21 Social. So it was like I wasn't engaging with them. 21 Social was just following people for me. So I think that's the difference with doing it yourself. It takes work. But that's the thing is going back to that, like that could be something that you do maybe every other day, or, just do it in the morning. And then that way, tomorrow morning, you're going to follow 10 more people and then engage with the previous 10 that you just followed and things like that. So it's just figuring out what works for you. And for me, I can't do all of it all at once. So I have to break it up.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, ma'am.
When you say like reach out to them, so like you mean just comment on something, like engage with them, or like you legit reach out?
Did I say reach out? What was I talking about?
Like I don't want to follow 10 random people and just like message them.
Oh,
like,
no. Just engage. Just comment.
Like picture, comment,
watch
something like
that. Watch their stories. Because if they start seeing, like, think about this, Allie. If I go to your page and I like you get 5 notifications from Twin Mama Fitness. 4 of them were where I liked your picture. 1 of them I commented, and then boom, there's another notification that I followed. You're gonna be like, whoa, what's this chick about? And then go and look at my page and see if like I'm interesting to you or not. And then you may follow me back.
Yeah.
So
it's crazy because Shelby like shows up. She's number 1 on my page all the time. I tell her she's
I mean she's a freaking engaged.
But it was funny because Macy followed me. I followed her back, and like we kind of hi Macy. We kind of I shared her thing today, but like now I get on and she's popping up like up top. So
I'm glad you're bringing this up right now, because that is something that just shows that the more that you're engaging with people and showing them love and this and that, like you're always going to be the first on their page.
Yeah, and that's we followed each other for 2 days, I think, and it's already like top. Same with Kirsten, like her, she's at the top too. So
yeah, I'm glad you're seeing that firsthand as a new coach, for sure, because you'll know going forward. You're like, I've got to engage, so I like can be always like on their their radar.
Right.
Especially if you see somebody that like you're like, this girl really looks like she might be my kind of people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Those people, like, I engage the shit out of them. Like,
oh yeah.
I mean, it's like they post something, I'm the first comment.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm like, your kid is so cute. Like,
but people love when they like if you post something and don't get a comment, like, come on now, we're all women. I know that
people love compliments.
Yeah. Love compliments.
So, I mean, I feel good when I get a comment. So, I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes a difference. And it's like people are still watching, and like even though they're not liking or commenting, I don't think they realize like how helpful a simple like would be. or a comment or something. So I keep that in mind. I'm just like, comment, whatever. And making sure that your comments are genuine. And, like Shelby said last week, at least 4 words. Because the 4 words, it just shows that you took a little bit of time to engage with them. And so Instagram sees that as you guys are probably besties when really you're probably not, but then they're going to put Shelby's stuff at the top and they're going to see her stuff more than mine if I don't engage with this person.
Right.
Yeah.
So engaging is key. This is network marketing ultimately. And that means we network with people. Mm-hmm. This is how we run our businesses.
Right.
So definitely I ask all of you to be more intentional about engaging with your people, because it will make a difference.
Oh, for sure. And I nerd out on this kind of stuff. I love it. So if you've been on the Coach Family page for a minute, you'll notice that since June, you'll see a lot of people that are like, I think my Instagram is broken because I was getting 70 likes and now I'm getting 7 likes on a post. And I feel like nobody's seeing my content. What could I be doing wrong? Whatever. So I like to follow different Instagram forums. And it's just business people that talk back and forth and there's an email list. But one of the things that people was talking about was that in June, people are starting to see this more. Well, they're weeding out the third-party apps and people that use them by putting them in Instagram jail. But also they changed the infamous algorithm to make Instagram a more community space again and kind of make the business side very intentional, similar to how Facebook had it. And so by the people that are seeing these huge drops in numbers and their engagement and stuff, maybe some of it's content, but a lot of it is probably that they aren't engaging with anybody that they follow. They're just posting and they might be engaging with people back, that are commenting on their posts, but that's not enough. You have to get to know your followers too, so that Instagram, like Kayla said, thinks that you guys are besties. And by creating this, it is creating what Allie was talking about, where you're showing up first in their feed. And I know the first thing that I do, I started putting my phone in the bathroom, but so I don't look at it first thing in the morning. But when I open up social media for the day, the first thing that I do is I go through the first 5 people's stories, and then I'm like, okay, I need to go on with my day. But you want to be first, and that's how you do it. You have to
first or last.
Yeah,
right.
Make first your last. Ricky Bobby style.
Yeah.
Wake up every morning. I just piss excellent.
I haven't seen that movie in forever. I love it.
Gotta pray to sweet baby Jesus. I like baby Jesus.
Oh, yeah. 7 pound.
7 pound baby Jesus. And I guess we'll host a watch party for.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I love it. Step Brothers is my fave, though. I used to love Talladega Nights, but I love Step Brothers way more. Mm-hmm. Fun fact. So, let's see.
If you're doing Morning Meltdown 100, Jericho makes a Step Brothers reference during one of the workouts.
Oh, good. I need excitement. Let's see. What else, guys? What else do you guys have questions about? Talked about highlights, which that's something we've never really touched on.
Yeah. Well, and highlights too, if you're going to use them, use them. If you're going to post once and then realize 32 weeks later that you've never touched it again.
Yeah.
Maybe find something else to highlight about.
Oh, can I talk about transformation photos real quick?
Please do.
Okay. So transformation photos, when you guys are sharing your progress photos, y'all may have heard the whole stop your scroll thing. You want people to stop their scroll and see what you've got to say. So rather than posting, this is my personal opinion. I feel like if we get too caught up trying to post 5 or 6 different pictures, you got your front view, and then you got your middle, and all that, that's too busy, for me at least. And so people are like, if you're going to post it, do 2 front photos, your before and your after picture. And if you want to share the rest, then share the rest as like extra photos. So they have to swipe to see like your side photo. And, you know, going back to the lighting thing, like Brittany was talking about with like your picture or your outfits and stuff, you know, taking it in good lighting and in the same outfit that you had on the first time and things like that. Because when you want your feed to be cohesive, you want your photos like that to be cohesive just as much. You know what I mean? And I was sharing with Courtney today that when it comes to like the presets, I feel like the preset kind of jacks with my like progress photos because I'm trying to get them to see like every little change. So I'll brighten mine up a little bit. But I don't use a preset with my progress photos. That's just my preference, but I try to keep them somewhat bright to where it blends in with my page.
Mm-hmm.
Just a suggestion.
Definitely. Yeah, Amanda, I can relate. We have, as you can see behind me, a yellow-based paint in this house, and I've considered repainting rooms a few times, but ultimately this is not my home, and I don't know. I feel like my dad would kill me. So, what I would recommend doing though is, what I do is, well, one, find a preset. But if you can change like the tint on there, and if it has, like, say my preset were to have a warmer tint and I'm posting a picture from my workout room because it's a sweaty selfie, I'll take the tint on there and I'll make it more towards the blue, and that'll wash out some of the yellow. You know, I don't go crazy with it or it's going to alter the whole picture, but that is a little hack. And if not, go stand next to a window.
Oh,
natural light is the best light.
yes, and I learned don't have a light above you. Like turn that light off and use natural light, because when I did my little progress picture, I had the above light on. You don't want to do that. It looks like you didn't make any progress.
It defeats the purpose.
It was horrible. Like the shadow from my boobs on my stomach just made it look like it was, yeah.
Something I did with the window one time, well, a few times actually, every time I use a window.
Every time.
Yeah.
Put your butt on it.
What were you saying?
I said, did you put your butt on it? I was just kidding.
Oh, no.
Macy moons her neighbors.
Well, yesterday my neighbors were watching me take my picture that I posted today because I put it on our window. Like, we have like a little window on our door, and they were like slow rolling by. Like, I guess they thought I was trying to like break into my own house or something. Because I was standing on my front porch for a little bit. But no,
That coach life, man.
Well, Dylan had just left, so I was like, oh, gotta improvise here because I was gonna have him take my picture. But I opened the blinds and I opened the windowsill about like halfway or to wherever I need like the height, and then I just put on a timer and I've got all that natural light.
Yeah.
Fridge lighting too. The fridge light's the bomb.
I was about to say the fridge lighting.
Fridge light's the bomb. You don't believe me? Go try it. Go take a selfie in front of it. It's the bomb.
Shelby's like,
Yeah.
Nice kitchen selfie.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It helps.
I didn't admit, but I put my phone on the windowsill. I don't think I said that. See, that's why I lifted up. Just wanted to clarify.
Okay.
Kayla, be quiet. You're not even all in it tonight either. I can say that because she's my sister.
Purpose of that.
Kayla's like, block.
Let me just kick you off here real quick.
Court asked if you go through and delete posts from earlier years, is there an IG glitch or a hard stop with that too? Not that I know of. I think you can delete posts anytime, and I think they like railed it in, so it's mostly just pertaining to follows, unfollows,
Like building your
likes, and messages, basically like engagement.
Yep.
But if you're just cleaning up old stuff, go for greatness.
Guys, while we're talking about this, so last month, Brittany and I each offered a roundtable discussion like this, basically. But it was just about whatever y'all really wanted to talk about, bounce around ideas and such. And so as we get into September, we'd like to do them again, probably just 2 again. So a show of hands, whatever you guys want to do, would you guys be interested in us hosting an evening one and a daytime one like we did last month? Like, can y'all raise hands or no?
Or was it like that bad for everybody?
Maybe we just thought it was good.
We thought this was awesome. And they're like,
yes, Kirsten. Any topics. Like, it's literally like we just bounce around ideas. We just sit and talk.
what's working, what's not
Yeah.
for anything.
And if I do the daytime one again, I'll try to do it kind of around like lunch times for people. So those like Allie, and Macy, like if you guys go to lunch at say 12 o'clock that day, like maybe you can hop on for a little bit or something.
Yeah.
Awesome. And if you guys can make both, go to both.
Yes. Yeah.
You don't just have to pick one, but I'll usually do the evening one and Kayla will be on daytime duty.
Duty.
She said duty.
Oh my god.
I'm just
And we're also
thriving. 32 and thriving. All right, what we got here? So y'all like that? Okay, cool. Where is Kirsten? I know. Grub. Hey, Grub, where you at? She goes, I'm here. She had
Hi.
an exhausting first day back to school with her students. She's a teacher.
She just doesn't want us to see her butt again.
Yes.
Too soon.
Good old crotch shot.
It's never too soon.
It did.
She was pulling a B Spears. Was it Brittany? Yeah, Brittany. Yeah,
Was it the team call last week or was it the round table?
it was
It was
a
the
team
team
call.
call.
Oh,
The recorded one.
I had to text her, guys. I was like, crotch at 12 o'clock. I guess it was 6 o'clock for her, but
Kirsten, we get real comfortable though. Like the first night of Summit, I had to air out my vagina over the air vent.
She was in her nude Spanx, standing over the vent. I forgot that she was over there. And the lady that owns the place comes by to grab the vacuum, and I'm like, "Come on in!" And she was standing behind a chair. It was disastrous, but
Never have I ever.
we were very comfortable with each other.
too. Someone say never have I ever, because we played that game too.
We
Just
did.
wait till we're in NOLA.
Yeah,
It's really gonna go.
Basically, guys, if you don't like to air out your vag, you may not.
you're gonna learn a lot about a lot of people that you didn't really even think you knew.
Isn't that right, Miriam?
Look at her smile.
Oh my god.
I mean, you guys are gonna know because you're going to Summit, right? Next year.
Yeah.
New Orleans.
Everybody is going to be there.
It's a good time. All right. Anything else with social media? Let's get off this topic, I guess. Thanks, Kirsten. Jeez.
So today, or not today, tomorrow, I kind of thought about doing something different. Maybe doing like a Friday fave, like where it's not just me in my picture. Like maybe take a picture of my mascara because everybody also always asks what mascara I use.
Oh, your eyelashes look good today. I was watching your story.
Oh, thank you.
Not everybody, just Allie.
So I kind of thought about taking it, like making it cute, like against a cute background. I don't know. What are your thoughts?
I don't think it's a bad idea, but I just have not always had, I haven't done it in a while though, but last year I did a Friday fave, like 3 weeks in a row of just like the product with like a fun background, like, a white background or whatever. Bright, airy, try to be like a blogger. And I just didn't have a lot of engagement. But that was me personally. Brittany, what are your thoughts on that?
By contrast, I haven't done Friday faves, but Ashley doing Friday faves was like literally something that saved my life. I know that like sounds like
I mean,
an
I'm
extreme
for
version
it.
and there's more to it. But it could be something, you know, that you use to engage your followers that turn down your brightness, Kayla. Like that people that wouldn't normally, you know, be watching your.
See that?
No, we can't see it.
Okay. Anyways, like this girl has product laying there, but she's got like,
Bye, Kirsten. Good night.
oh, good night, babe. Oh, she's gone. But she's got it on like a marble background, and then she's got like her necklace kind of like strewn through. Like it's very creative. I'm gonna send it to you, Macy. But like, you have to be, if you're just posting a picture of a product, you've got to be strategic with how you're taking the picture. Whoa.
Or I mean, I do have 2 favorite necklaces. I don't know. I'm trying to think of something different to where it's not always just me.
No, I agree. But it's like, you've got to be, I don't know how to say it.
I'm struggling on a post tomorrow. I know what I'm posting on Monday. I want to do like a lifestyle one on Saturday because it's National Beer Lovers Day. So
Let me share this with you. Do we have a content back here? No. But no, I think like Friday Faves or Fun Fact Friday, if you haven't done one of those ever or in a while, you know, that could be something that you could do because that's a way to call to action, which if you like have 5 things you share about yourself and then you're like, okay, now, you know, do we have anything in common, or, you know, would we be besties in real life, and drop an emoji or whatever. So like that's a way to like kind of learn more about your people and your tribe. So that's something you guys could do too. Like,
well,
let us know when you post something like that. Anybody who does it, let us know, like send out a group message or something, so that we can go engage with it and help you like get your engagement wheels going. Because people are just, we're all human and nobody wants to be the first commenter unless they're Shelby Krieger. And so if we get the engagement train going, then more people are likely to hop on. So let us know and we'll help you. I do think it is, like Kayla said, a good way to get to know your followers. I need to do one. I feel like I've done one more recent than this. Like at the beginning of the year, I did 10 fun facts. Oh my God. About me, and just like asked at the end if we had anything in common. And Kayla said that we have everything in common.
I did a little about me on June 7th. So I guess I could do fun fact.
Yeah, you can do anything because you don't post ever. So
yeah,
anything's up for grabs.
Call me out. I need it. I'm getting better. I already
give
have
her lots of tough love.
Listen, okay.
I know,
so
she has posts drafted for the next several days. I'm proud of you in your drafts.
I know. Thank you. Give me all the template that I need it.
I'm here for it.
So I was stalking Raina versus Food.
Yeah.
She's like
awesome.
Me in another life, guys. But anyways, I love the way she does like a product share, like something she loves. Easy. So if you want like some inspiration on like how to do stuff, like I just like literally like stalked her for before a training or whatever, and just like the way she holds things or like shows it off, like really caught my eye. So
she's really cool. I'm looking at her right now.
She was on the team call, Ashley's team call the other night. If y'all haven't watched it yet, you need to, because it was.
Ashley just posted it today.
And I love this girl. Like she's totally like appears.
See, like this is different. Like you don't see her whole face, but she's in there. Maybe I should do that.
Yeah. To me, if you're attracted to, like, with her, like, that's why I've started, like, I've followed her, like, forever, and that's why I started sharing more of my shake and stuff in my stories, and, like, calling it something different than just, you know, superfoods or whatever. I call it dessert, or, you know, whatever. Like, she calls it veggies, and, like, I like how she does things. So, like, if you like how someone does things, then that's attracting you to them, even if it's another coach. So maybe do something similar, not exactly like them, to attract your people.
Yeah, Ashley is another one. If you're looking for like poses or different ways to like take pictures, Ashley Molstad is really good about it as well.
Yes.
Yeah, like this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she has a lot of like product pictures and different ways to do sweaty selfies and all that good stuff. So
I need to do another food picture now that I have a preset. By the way, I was going to share this. If y'all don't have presets, I got, I went on Etsy and there was a sale. There was 10 presets and I got them for $4. So I was able to like kind of pick through which one I wanted to use.
I did a similar thing with 1, 2, 3 presets. They're on Instagram. And they had like a bundle sale. It was like 5 for $10, something along the same lines as what Macy did. And I needed a new one, but I hate that you can't like test them out on your pictures before you buy it.
Yeah,
So I always wait for bundle sales.
That's why when I saw the 10 presets for $4, I'm like, I'm just gonna get that because I'll at least like one of them.
Mm-hmm. All right. Anything else before we hop off, y'all? I've loved this call.
I know, this is great. I hope y'all feel the same.
I want to share something.
Miranda, did you want to say? Wait.
Yeah, my husband.
Oh, God.
He's a big believer. He actually got me a light on Amazon.
Aww.
Now because I used to use like empty boxes to stack my phone in it, so it's like the right angle. It's freaking.
Do you have a ring light? Did you get a ring light?
It's $35. So like.
Oh, it's like a little mini one.
That's the same one I have.
And it has different light settings. Like there's a setting where I look tan. I don't need it.
I have one of those.
Arizona.
That was the first light I ever had as a coach.
It's awesome. It's $35, and like it has a remote. So like I used to have to like run up and press my phone and then run back, like, and then I have to edit it to like remove it. I don't have to do that anymore.
That's me right now.
Like $35, it's not bad.
Yeah, I have the bigger version of it, but I like that.
It's easy, and like you just put your phone on it, and it has a remote for it and different things. Because I work in my garage has horrible light.
Oh yeah.
Yay for your man being supportive.
I know.
Oh.
Go, Rick.
Allie's man is supportive too. He made her a workout room today that she's sitting in.
Aww.
That's so sweet.
Oh my God.
That is
We
cute.
had a spare bed we have 2 spare rooms, and one was like all put together in matches, and this was just like thrown together. And I told him I wanted to get rid of it because we don't need to. And I came home and the bed was
Oh.
Oh, that's so sweet. He's surprised to see that's cute.
What did you want to share a second ago, Allie?
Oh, so I bought this notebook at TJ Maxx for $4.99 like a month and a half ago, and I was like, oh, it's cute. Like, I don't know, I could use it one day. Well, the quote on it, I don't know if y'all can read it. Is it backwards for y'all?
Yeah.
Aww.
Okay. Well, it says, "Believe you can, and you're halfway there." And tonight was the first night I've used it, and it just is kind of cute because it has a meaning behind it.
Yeah, I love that.
Like, love you.
And it might be on my Instagram later. Who knows?
Yes.
I love sentimental shit. I love
Hashtag
that.
Somebody better get me a shirt that says hashtag content. I'm just saying. Everything's content. You always gotta be thinking, like, what could this be a photo? Could this be a photo opportunity? I told Krista Collins, I was like, I'm coming to your house next week and we're having a photo shoot with your fancy camera.
Yeah.
She lives out in the country, and I was like, this is perfect. So we're doing it. So be tuned. Coming at you.
Well, before I hop off, I just wanted to ask you guys if y'all could please pray for me and keep me in your thoughts tomorrow, because I have to do that live video in the Diamond Dash, and I'm like a wee bit nervous.
You're gonna be fine.
Oh, you got it.
Like, it's gonna be fine. I got notes and stuff, so I'm gonna be fine. But I'll probably get a little like splotchy in the chest. So if you could pray for my chest splotches, it's at 10 o'clock in Central Time.
Okay, I'm gonna try and put a headphone in at work and listen to you.
Okay.
I will put my headphone in at work.
If
Go
you
tune in at work.
Yes,
By
I will.
bakers.
Can't wait.
You guys tune in. Don't get in trouble though.
Yeah, don't get.
But also don't get fired.
You can watch the
Yeah,
recording.
don't get
You're gonna do
fired.
awesome. Yes, you're gonna do great. I'm excited to watch you.
Don't look at me though.
You're going to
I
be
want to
great.
be looking at you.
You can't look at me because it's
Oh,
live.
it's just Facebook Live. Yeah, so you're good.
If you look at me, I'll laugh.
Good. No, I'm the commenter. Remember, I'm like,
That would be
You're like,
stressful.
hey.
Like, hi, LOL. Remember that crotch shot?
I'm gonna be like V8.
Well,
Okay. All right, guys.
y'all have a good evening.
Oh my gosh, we're still recording. I'm so sorry. Dang it. Okay. Bye.
Bye. Love y'all.
Bye, y'all. Have a good night.
The worst end ever.